Keep your mouth shut, trader. You heard me right. You see, the market doesn't just take your money, it takes advantage of your words. Every time you announce your trade before it happens, you lock yourself in a mental prison. You've told the world, I'm buying here or I'm shorting this. And suddenly it's not about the chart anymore. It's about protecting your pride. That's where traders lose. Not on the screen, but in the silence they refuse to keep. The loud trader seeks validation. The quiet trader seeks execution. And the difference between the two. One ends up broke and bitter, the other ends up free and funded. Silence in trading isn't weakness, it's strategy. It protects you from unnecessary noise, from the opinions of people who don't pay your bills, and from the enemy that ruins more accounts than any indicator. Ego. Remember, the market doesn't care what you said. It only cares what you did. Here's the truth. Every time you talk about a trade before you take it, you're setting a trap for yourself. You've just added pressure. You've just invited your ego to sit at the trading desk with you. Think about it. The moment you tell someone, I'm long on this pair, it's going to the moon. You stop trading the chart and start trading your pride. And pride doesn't check the news. Pride doesn't analyze the trend. Pride only wants to be right. That's why silence is underrated. Silence keeps you objective. When you don't broadcast your every move, you can exit a losing trade without shame. You can admit you were wrong quietly to yourself and then move on. Loud traders can't do that. They'd rather ride a sinking ship just to avoid looking foolish. Silence, trader, is not weakness, it's discipline. When you keep your mouth shut, you protect your focus. The market is already noisy. News headlines, indicators, Twitter gurus, Discord signals. Everyone has an opinion. The last thing you need is adding your own voice to that noise. Silence strips it down. It's just you, the chart, and your system. No validation, no external pressure, no audience to impress. That's where discipline grows. Look at the best traders in history. They weren't tweeting every entry, screaming their predictions, or showing off their P&Ls. They stayed in the shadows, focused, disciplined, and deadly accurate. Why? Because silence forces you to respect the process, not the applause. Listen, trader. Oversharing is a silent killer. Every time you post your profits, every time you brag about your setups, you're feeding a beast that doesn't care about your success. Other people's opinions. And opinions are poison. The moment you let outsiders into your head, you lose clarity. Someone claps for you, now your ego swells. Someone doubts you, now you're second-guessing. Either way, you're no longer trading for yourself. You're trading for the crowd. Think about it. How many times have you stayed longer in a trade, not because your system told you to, but because you didn't want to look wrong after telling everyone it would go up? That's not trading. That's theater. The market is already hard enough. Don't make it harder by performing for an audience that doesn't even put money into your account. The silent trader always has the edge. Why? Because silence keeps you unpredictable. While others are broadcasting their plays, exposing their weaknesses, and building pressure on themselves, you move quietly, without noise, without expectation. Silence protects your energy. You don't waste mental capital defending your calls, explaining your losses, or proving yourself right. All that energy stays where it belongs, inside your analysis, your execution, your growth. And here's the real power. Silence lets you lose in peace. A silent trader can take 10 hits in a row and nobody knows. No shame. No embarrassment. Just lessons. But when that 11th trade finally wins, silence lets the trader cash out big, without anyone ever seeing the grind that got them there. The loud trader seeks validation. The silent trader seeks freedom. Guess which one survives the long game? Now let's make this real. How do you actually use silence to level up your trading game? 1. Stop announcing trades before you take them. You don't owe the internet or your friends a signal. Enter quietly, exit quietly, and review in private. 2. Journal instead of broadcasting. Put your thoughts, wins, and losses on paper. That notebook won't judge you, won't hype you up, and won't tear you down. 3. Share results after the emotions are gone. If you must talk, wait until the trade is closed. That way, you're not influenced by pride or fear mid-trade. 4. Protect your energy. Silence isn't just about not talking. It's about not consuming every random opinion out there. Mute the noise. Stay locked on your system. 5. Use silence as a weapon. While others waste time proving themselves online, you're compounding in the background. When you finally speak, let your account do the talking. So here's the truth, trader. The loudest voices in the room are usually the weakest accounts in the market. Noise is cheap. Anyone can shout, predict, and brag. But silence? Silence is expensive. Costs ego. Costs validation. Costs the need to be seen. But in return, it pays you something far greater. Clarity, discipline, and longevity. Keep your mouth shut and let your trading speak. Don't trade to prove a point. Trade to protect your capital. Don't chase applause, chase consistency. Because at the end of the day, the market doesn't reward noise. It rewards silence, focus, and execution. And remember this, the trader who talks the least usually earns the most.